time for 3 burning questions with Otis. Three.
Nephew Otis in the house.
And I just honestly, I don't know football. Let's see if I know a little bit of basketball, huh?
Yeah, we're not holding our breath.
All right, 3 burning questions with Nephew Otis. Let's get to question number 1.
Nephew Otis here, back with 3 burning questions. It's been a while, guys. Let's go! Woo! Question 1. With March Madness fully in swing, what is the best tournament game you have ever attended live?
Man,
We got to give him a good question.
Attended live. I have not been so blessed.
Yeah. Did you ever use your press pass to sneak in and not get tickets to a tournament game?
to sneak in. I was covering the tournament.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in my early stages.
And your T-shirt and shorts?
No.
Just standing on the floor during senior day?
No. Well, see, okay.
Yeah.
I did do that.
Yeah.
I did do that.
At least you didn't do a wardrobe change halfway through the game. So what was the best tournament game that you attended live?
Man, the best tournament game that I have attended live would probably have to be, probably the TCU game in Tommy Lloyd's first season.
You and Alec were there, right?
Yeah, Alec White and I were there with our guy Bruce Pascoe covering that.
You guys were a
in
cute
San Diego.
couple. I'm kind of sad.
I miss Alec, man.
That he moved.
I miss that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the last time that I had covered March Madness, and before I moved on to the football beat full time, and that was such a fun season just because it was Tommy Lloyd's first year. And Benedict Mathurin was such a fun player to watch. I mean, the Pac-12 Player of the Year, just a dog, man. The guy was so clutch down the stretch. I mean, anytime you were in a close game, you felt good whenever the ball was in Benedict Mathurin's hands. And then I also think, the chippiness between the TCU fans and the Arizona fans, like they were, cheering back and forth, and it felt like anytime Eddie Lampkin had a dunk or something like that, there was just a little extra sauce on it, and he wanted to make sure that Arizona knew that he dunked on him. And the match between Eddie Lampkin and then Christian Coloco, Benedict Mathurin, and TCU's guards, the back and forth, the fact that the game went into overtime, and then with Arizona winning, with Christian Coloco punctuating the win with a putback dunk, TCU calls timeout. TCU fans are feeling some type of way about themselves, and then they're singing the TCU Horned Frogs song with their horns up finger thing that they do. Balloon's coming up on StreamYard right now.
Wow.
They're hoisting up the horns up, and they're just all sad singing the song. And then all of a sudden, Kirk Risa, it was like something out of a sitcom, man, or like a movie. I'm just sitting there watching TCU and their fans, and all of a sudden, Kirk Risa walks over and trolls the TCU fans by putting up the horns up and starts waving it and starts trolling them and then walks off the court. To me, that is one of my favorite NCAA tournament memories that I have seen in person. So I'll say that game.
Yeah, good game.
That was a second-round game, by the way.
You know what I like about this team this year is really don't have any of that. They're just so purposeful, intentional, and businesslike, and just handling their business. And while, I understand that you had an affection for those kind of shenanigans.
This is funny.
And there was a lot of emotion in that game. I get it. But I do enjoy the just determined, steadfast nature of this team. I just do. Otis, by the way, every time I see you, you look like another grown-ass man version of yourself. So it's amazing to watch you grow up. One of the joys of my life. Yeah. But it's this is also with Xavier. It's March 24th, 2011. It was his birthday, his 10th birthday, and we were in Anaheim and watching the Sweet 16 against Duke, and Duke, Arizona, and that team with Derek Williams, and we throttled them. And I mean, it was just like an avalanche of throttling the Duke Blue Devils in that game, and it was what I call one of those unstoppable moments, because you just every play and just looking around and high-fiving Wildcat fans, and it's just like, man, this is a run that never stops. So to me, March 24th, 2011, when Xavier was 10 years old on his birthday, watching Arizona just mollywop Duke was probably my favorite. And I hope to eclipse it in Indianapolis next week.
I'm just thinking of Ali. It's like that famous Vince McMahon gif where he's like pleased, and it like gradually gets worse, and then the last gif is him just like fainting.
Yeah.
That was you when Jamel Horn dunked on Kyle Singler, wasn't it?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, when Derek Williams had that dunk in the second half, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. I mean, like one of the most monstrous dunks of all time. Yeah, you could say that I might have blacked out for a second. And I hope to, completely black out on April 6th when I'm watching our team hold the national championship trophy. We got this.
All right, let's go to question number 2.
Question 2. There are many quarterbacks who used to suck, and now they are good. Like Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, maybe Malik Willis this year. Who is the next quarterback who we are sure sucks, who's going to be good this year?
Joe Flacco. I'm kidding.
He did sign with the Bengals, no?
Yeah, signed
he
a
did.
$9 million deal, or up to $9 million.
Yeah.
Good for Joe. Let me tell you, Otis, there's a issue with your question. Those quarterbacks, maybe they didn't suck, but maybe the organizations they played for suck. And I think that the way I framed it is probably more accurate than they sucked and then they became good. Cleveland Browns, New York Jets, Carolina Panthers. These are the teams that we're talking about, and they are, well, sucky. They're sucky organizations.
For sure.
So who's the quarterback that's in a terrible situation now that if they are put in a good situation, they're going to be pretty good? That guy actually showed us something last year. He went from an organization that at the time, total disarray, terrible coaching, and he went to a good organization as the backup quarterback. And when the starter went down, played pretty good. And if he gets on another team that's got good, it's a good organization, could be pretty good. And that gentleman, his name is Mac Jones.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mac Jones showed me something last year playing for Kyle Shanahan. And if you put him in a good system with good coaching, I think Mac Jones can be a top 15 quarterback in the NFL with a good organization.
Okay. I don't hate it. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't go the Kyler Murray route.
I don't think that Kyler Murray – let's see how good Kevin O'Connell is. Kyler Murray made a great decision to go to Kevin O'Connell and the Minnesota Vikings. You saw Daniel Jones do that, and then he used that experience to play really well for the Colts.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Wasn't Kirk Cousins like 17-8 with Kevin O'Connell?
I think Kirk Cousins, he's not the best quarterback. He's a solid B in his prime.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe. I just don't know. The thing about Kyler Murray is his game, for him to excel, depends on him really utilizing his legs.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he throws balls on time, and I don't think he sees the middle of the field well. And the problem is when he uses his legs, he usually gets injured. So I'm going to roll with Mac Jones.
Okay. I'm going with Kyler Murray just because of the Kevin O'Connell magic dust, if there is some.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, I will never, ever completely be out on a quarterback unless I see them with another team. And we've seen it over the last few years where teams or quarterbacks get out of certain situations and then all of a sudden they're thriving, right?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold won a freaking Super Bowl when a couple of years ago when this guy's playing for the Carolina Panthers, I'm like, Sam Darnold, is he going to be out of the NFL soon? I don't know. And then all of a sudden he's hoisting the Lombardi Trophy.
It's
so
interesting.
you never know.
Neither of us even thought about Tua with Atlanta.
Was that why he
That was the
came up with the
bait.
question?
Otis is a Farhang, man. Everything's got a reason. And I think that, we'll see. We'll see. They've got two left-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So, who's got balloons going off on their Zoom or stream?
Justin?
Justin Jefferson when Minnesota signed Kyler Murray. because he's not a fan of the guy that was throwing the ball last year at all, at all.
All right, let's go to question number 3.
Question 3. Okay, picture this. The tanking Wizards versus the tanking Nets. The Wizards pull you out of the crowd and ask to play 20 minutes. Traditionally, what's your stat line?
I'm pulling a Tony Snell. You know what the Tony Snell is?
I don't know. I thought maybe you're running a Dunkin' Donuts line.
No.
That's a zero.
I'm pulling a Tony Snell. The famous Tony Snell stat line is 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 blocks, 0 steals in 28 minutes.
Yeah, so it is the Dunkin' Donuts line.
Yeah, straight up. Like,
Yeah.
this is Tony Snell was just out there getting cardio on February 24th, 2017 against the Utah Jazz when he was playing for the Milwaukee Bucks. So, what's my stat line? The Tony Snell stat line. That is my stat line.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get somebody on the Nets with my up and under patented move. Right, I talk smack. I say you can't block my shot. Give it a little pump fake, flies by me, lay it up. I might get a 3 down if I get open. So like at best, I'm getting 5 points. Maybe at best
In an NBA
20 minutes.
game.
Yeah, I'm getting 5 points at best. I know I'm getting 2. I've got 2 with the up and under. And then I'm gonna get a couple of rebounds, but I guarantee you, I'm gonna get my money's worth in that 20 minutes. I'm fouling out 6 fouls. I'm getting every one of those fouls. So Otis, the only thing about those 20 minutes is probably going to be 12 because I'm looking to impose my physicality on someone.
And every time he gets called, he's gonna be like, "What?"
You gonna argue with the ref
Yeah.
and then get teed up.
Listen, I'm
Give
gonna
you technical foul.
look. If I get pulled out of the crowd to play an NBA game, I'm not going to break any. I'm not going to score 100 points, 101 points, and beat Will Chamberlain's record. Right? I'm not going to get the record for rebounds, assists. But you know what I can get the record for? Fouling out the quickest, right? So I'm going to see if I can get in an NBA record book of who played the least amount of minutes to foul out. It'll be etched in stone for years. There'll be the unbreakable record: 3 minutes, 6 fouls.
According to the Interweber Nets, the fastest foul out in NBA history belongs to Bubba Wells, who committed 6 in 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
All right, so I got my work cut out for me. Bubba Wells.
Bubba Wells.
Wow. 1997 too. I remember Bubba Wells. Yeah. All right.
All right, that is 3 burning questions with nephew Otis. My guy Otis, we appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. All right, coming up next.
And your dad's not a point guard as much as he thinks he is. Get down low. Get on the block, man. You're 6'5".